Life is just like a game. Sometimes you are running smoothly, sometimes you're dodging challenges, and sometimes, you fall. Think about Subway Surfers. The moment you start the game, you're full of energy. The boy is running, the trains are rushing past, the coins are shining in the air. Everything looks exciting. But then, suddenly, you crash. The policeman catches you, or you hit a train head-on. The game is over. Now here's the question, do you quit the game forever? Or do you press play again? That's exactly how life works. Failures are nothing but those crashes. They are not the end of the story. They are simply a call to rise again, press play again, and this time, run smarter. Imagine the very first time you played Subway Surfers. You didn't know the controls. You didn't know how to jump, slide, or dodge. Within seconds, you crashed into a train. Game over. At that moment, you had two choices, stop playing or try again. Life is the same when we start something new. The first time you start a business, you may fail. The first time you give an exam, you may not pass. The first time you speak in public, you may freeze. It feels embarrassing. It feels heavy. But just like the game, the only way forward is to start again. The beauty of failure is that it teaches. Each crash in the game teaches you timing. Each missed jump teaches you precision. Each fall gives you wisdom. As you run in Subway Surfers, you face endless obstacles, fast trains, roadblocks, barriers. They represent the challenges of life. A rushing train is like sudden competition in your field. You weren't ready, and someone else is already ahead. A barrier is like an unexpected setback, a financial problem, or rejection, a broken relationship. The policeman chasing you is like fear. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of not being good enough. But what do you do in the game? You jump, you slide, you dodge. You don't stop running just because a train is in front of you. You don't give up just because the cop is chasing you. You focus, you adapt, and you move forward. In life too, obstacles are not signals to quit. They are signals to grow. To jump higher. To think faster. To push harder. In Subway Surfers, the coins look tiny. Just little golden circles floating in the air. But when you collect enough of them, they buy you new boards, new characters, and boosters that make you stronger. That's exactly how small wins work in real life. When you wake up early one day, that's one coin. When you complete a chapter of your book, that's another coin. When you face your fear for just one moment, that's a golden coin in your life. Individually, they may look small. But over time, they add up to big progress. Failures often blind us to these coins. We only see the big crash, the big failure, and forget the little wins we've been collecting along the way. But success is never one giant leap. It is the sum of small steps, small victories, small coins. But let's be real. No matter how good you are, in Subway Surfers you eventually crash. Even the best players fall. In life too, there comes a point where everything goes wrong. You prepared for months, but you still failed the exam. You worked hard on a project, but it got rejected. You trusted someone deeply, but they broke your heart. That crash feels final. The policeman catches you. Game over. But here's the truth, game over in Subway Surfers doesn't mean the end of your life. It just means you start again with more experience. Failure in real life is the same. It doesn't mean you're worthless. It means you've just collected enough lessons to restart stronger. Think about the difference between a beginner and an expert in Subway Surfers. A beginner crashes within seconds. But an expert can run for hours. What changed? Did the game become easier? No. The expert became stronger. That's the power of rising after falling. Each failure builds resilience. Each fall gives wisdom. Each setback sharpens your instincts. When you stand again after failure, you are not the same person anymore. You are upgraded, just like using a hoverboard after collecting enough coins. In Subway Surfers, you get power-ups, jetpacks, magnets, sneakers. They make you faster, stronger, unstoppable. In life, your power-ups are the lessons from your failures. Failure in exams teaches you discipline. Failure in relationships teaches you emotional strength. Failure in business teaches you strategy. Every mistake gives you a power-up, if only you choose to learn from it. Subway Surfers is an endless game. There's no finish line. You just keep running until you crash. And then, you start again. Life is the same. Success is not one big destination. It is an endless journey of running, falling, learning, rising, and running again. The real power is not in never falling. It is in never quitting. Failures are not walls. They are doors. Failures are not chains. They are keys. Failures are not the end. They are the beginning. Like Subway Surfers, life will push you, trip you, and crash you. But every time you fall, remember this, you can stand again. And every time you rise stronger than before. So run. Fall. Learn. Rise. And keep running. Because the power of life is not in never falling, but in always rising again. Every fall prepares you for a higher rise. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Run and Rise for more powerful motivational stories.